Hello and welcome to Our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World Resorts in 2019. Today is day 53.
Today we are moving yet again, checking out from our room here at French Quarter to head over to All Star Movies. This will be the first stay we have this year in a value resort, and the first time we've stayed at All Star Movies since they've started their refurbishment on the rooms there. So we're really hoping to get a refurbished room when we check in. So we're going to get all our bags together, call bell services, of course, to get our larger bags. We'll take the smaller ones with us. Drive over to All Star Movies to check in because we're just not able to use that online check-in. It's giving us lots and lots of problems. I assume it's something to do with the dozens and dozens of back-to-back reservations. So we decided to just drive over there and check in at the front desk. We did that, and when we got there, they said, hey, your room's not ready, but good news, we saw you have 2 rooms booked back-to-back. We had a preferred room for 3 nights and then a standard room for 3 nights. And they said what we did was we actually just combined those and gave you a preferred room for the whole time, which was so nice of them. But we were actually trying to stay in a preferred room and a standard room. So I explained that, yes, I understand you upgraded me. We can't really take the upgrade. If you could just undo that and like make it separate again, that'd be awesome. And so we talked to them there at the desk. They were trying to figure out how to do that. They called a manager over who actually became one of our friends that we're still friends with today, which is really awesome. So we got everything taken care of there at the check-in desk, and they did warn us it would probably be closer to check-in time around 4 o'clock before the room's ready. It is race weekend. There's a lot going on. There are a lot of people here for race weekend. So we figured that was fine. We're going to go ahead and head over to Disney Springs because we've got some stuff we want to do over there.
Yes, we were super excited because there's something we've been wanting to do for a while, just hadn't taken the time to do it. So we headed over to Disney Springs and went to the art corner. Now they do a lot of crafty things there. If you ever want to make those scarves and you just design it yourself, that's where you do that. But they also do caricatures. And if you've ever seen the caricature of us on our YouTube channel, that little emoji there, that is actually from today. 2 years ago today, we had them do this, and we had an amazing artist. It was really cool because we actually got to watch them draw us on the screen. It was really awesome. And I actually asked him if he would specifically put my Mickey earrings in the drawing. He thought that was hilarious and awesome all at the same time, and he did. He made sure that my earrings were in the drawing. Because I love my Mickey earrings. They're really cool. And we loved how this turned out. It was really cool. We actually got a print of this as well as a digital file that we were able to use. And we did use this quite a bit over the next 2 years.
And they're still using it today, even on the thumbnails of these videos.
Yeah, so we tried to get a picture outside with our new caricature that we had drawn. It did not work. We just couldn't get our arms long enough. But another sweet guest offered to take a picture. They saw us struggling. And so thankfully we have a good picture of us with our caricature.
Otherwise, all we would have is the one with like the head cut off of the caricature.
It was a struggle.
It just, we didn't have long enough arms. That's the only thing we can't help it, you know?
So we headed over to Wolfgang Puck Express because we had never eaten here before, and we're trying new things. We're trying to expand our horizons here and review new places.
And also it's really close by, so we thought we don't have to walk very far, and I'm really hungry. It's like 2 o'clock.
We're really hungry. So we headed over there, and I got a sandwich because it sounded really good. Had avocado, bacon, turkey, lettuce. So I was like, okay, I got to try this. I love avocado. And Robert got chicken Alfredo, and I ended up loving his more than he did, I think.
Yeah, I think she ate most of my chicken Alfredo. I mean, her sandwich was good. It's good. I liked it because I ate some of that too. But yeah, the pasta there was surprisingly good. We were really impressed.
It was amazing. Oh my goodness,
really
I
impressed.
Loved it. And this is when I fell in love with Wolfgang Puck Express because they did such a good job both with the sandwich and with the pasta. And so that became my new favorite quick service at Disney Springs.
And I appreciated the fact that the portion size was large enough that she could eat the majority of my pasta and I still wasn't starving because it was a pretty big bowl of pasta.
I'm sorry.
So after we finished eating, we did get the text that our room was ready, so we headed back over to All Star Movies. And when we got there was a big sign out in the lobby for race weekend, and it had all the schedule for the entire weekend listed there. It was the bus times, it was the race times, the locations, everything we needed to know. So we looked down at the bottom for the half marathon that was coming up on Sunday and wanted to see, okay, what time is the race? The race starts at 5:30. Wow, that's pretty early. The buses start at 3 a.m. I am not really sure that we realized that was going to happen when we signed up, because we're more of the type of people who stay up until 3 a.m., not the type that get up at 3 a.m. So yeah, that was exciting to discover on the board there.
We have different versions of what that word means.
I think it was shocking to both of us a little bit, but I mean, when we kind of thought about it, it made sense. That's why we had to be up so early and get there in time to do the corrals and all that stuff. But still, a little less looking forward to Sunday now.
I don't like mornings. It's going to be a struggle.
But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we've got to get over to the room before it gets dark. We need to get everything checked in. We need to do our pictures. So we're going to go around the room and take pictures of all the details. And this is our first time ever seeing the refurbished rooms there at All Star Movies. And we were so impressed. They installed one of those Murphy beds as one of the beds there. So you've got a lot more space in the room. The Murphy bed folds down on top of the table, so it saves a lot of space that way. And the floors are the hard floors. The other bed is raised up, so there's storage underneath. They've got great lighting in the room now. Everything in there just looks so good. And I am so happy that they've finally done this to the All-Stars. And I'm so excited that we're going to get to stay here for a few days. And then I also realized, like, oh, we're going to be staying in an unremodeled room in just 3 days when we go to that standard room, because they've only done this one section here, the Toy Story section. So
we got the remodeled room first, and then we're going to the unremodeled room after that.
We realized that we probably should have tried to flip those two, but
if possible.
We didn't know that going into it. So, you know, live and learn.
Oh, well.
But we did our pictures there. We did our 360 pictures in the room as well, of course. And then we did a room tour live on Facebook. You've got, just like over at Pop Century and some of the other resorts, you have a pull-down trundle bed along with a table there. So that's super helpful because it's very compact, and when it's like us and there's only 2 people, you don't have to worry about maneuvering around a second bed, which is awesome. Also, we have under the bed storage here on the main bed and then on the pull-down bed as well. So if you do have somewhere you need to store those suitcases, you can do that. While she's pulling down the bed, I want to show you this awesome little coffee maker area over here. This is a coffee maker in a value resort. Most of the time, the value resorts don't have the coffee maker, but since they've been remodeling, they've added them. And of course, if you'd like to see that room tour in its entirety, it is linked down below in the description and up there as well.
And one of my favorite things that they added to this room was actually the details they added in the chairs. So the chairs can go in movies, music, or sports because they have circles on the chair that represent all 3. And that was just the coolest thing to me because, of course, they can be interchanged, so they never run out of them. But there were tennis balls and a bowling ball that has a hidden Mickey on it. There's a reel. It was just really awesome that they put all this time and work into creating this really amazing thing that incorporated all 3 resorts.
Yeah, I thought it was clever of the Imagineers to do that because it fit the theming, but it also saves Disney money and saves them time and headache, especially when you look at how big the All-Star resorts are. All they have to do is produce this one single print for the chairs, and they can use it at all the resorts, which is kind of a genius move.
Yeah, I agree. After finishing with our room tour and our pictures, we called Bell Services for them to bring our larger suitcases, and then we prepared for a live Q&A because it is the last Friday of the month, and we're doing a live Q&A the last Friday of each month. So just like we did 2 years ago, tonight on YouTube, we'll be doing a live Q&A here. If you'd like to submit some questions, you can do that over on the community tab. We'll have a post there, and we'll answer as many questions as we can. Now, we will cap this at an hour, but it will be at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so we hope you can join us. And of course, it'll be on the channel. If you can't make it, you can always rewatch it, and we'll answer as many questions as we can. But we love doing the live Q&As because our answers change based on what rooms we're staying in and what places we've eaten, so it's really cool.
Yeah, we went back and watched the Q&A from 2 years ago in preparation for doing one tonight, and it was kind of funny that as we listened to the things we had to say, the answers to the questions about things like, you know, what's your favorite resort, and hearing how that changes over time based on our recent experiences, and kind of remembering all the things of like, oh yeah, we did dislike that place, or we did really like that place, and how maybe that's changed over the last a couple years since then.
Yeah, because maybe we haven't stayed at a place that will then become our favorite. So we really enjoyed watching that again and seeing what our answers were. So it will be an hour tonight. We hope you enjoy it. We're super excited about it
because be a lot of fun.
We always get really good questions. And again, there'll be no spoilers. So I'm saying that now, but we're super excited. After we finish our live Q&A, they are usually very exhausting because we put a lot into them. It's a lot of brain power. So we actually headed to the food court because we wanted to get some ice cream. We thought a sundae sounded really good. A nice end of the night treat.
The perfect recharge. You've just done this video, we changed rooms, we've been running around all day. Ice cream sundae from the All-Star Movies food court sounds perfect.
But when we got there, we learned we had just missed it. They had just closed it up. We were so sad because we were really looking forward to this. And a manager happened to be standing nearby when I was asking about the sundae. And he's like, you know, I don't think we put everything away. I think we can make this work. Do you want like a lot on it? I was like, honestly, we just wanted a brownie and ice cream. That was really just the culmination of what we wanted. It's not even a full sundae if you count that. He was like, no, we can make that work. We can do this. Let's do it. He grabbed a couple cast members and they warmed up the brownie for us, put some ice cream on it. It was the sweetest thing. And I was just so surprised because it was a really nice ending to the night. And we were really looking forward to something sweet after the long video.
It was really, really surprising. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised at this point. Disney cast members always go above and beyond. But it's like, you know, we missed when they closed. We understand, like, we missed the cutoff. That's fine. And for them to go out of their way and do this for us was so, so awesome. And while they were doing that, we were actually just standing there waiting. And next thing we know, in the food court, the entire food court area, a dance party breaks out.
Full on.
And we thought, like, this is just some cast members being goofy. No, it's a coordinated thing. There's a dozen or more cast members over there. One of them gets out their phone and a Bluetooth speaker and sets it up there and starts playing music, and they're all dancing. Like, they've choreographed this. They have practiced this dance. So we were just standing there like, what is going on? And so the manager came back and said, okay, I got your ice cream. I was like, what's up with this? Why are they're dancing? Is this normal? They're like, oh, yeah. So they do this every single night. Like, really? Like, they've got way more energy at the end of the day than I do.
And of course, we had to start asking questions because I like knowing behind the scenes of these things. And the manager told us 2 years before, just one of the college program groups decided to do something fun. And when they closed at 11 o'clock, they all went out there and decided to have a little dance party. They pulled in guests and just had a lot of fun. It was a really good way to kind of wake everyone up and end the night. You're tired after a long day in the parks. Everyone just kind of was, you know, really drowsy. You're exhausted. And then out of nowhere, this music starts playing, you start dancing, and it just livens up the whole place. And that's exactly what it did. And every year since, it's become a tradition. The new college program kids do their own routine and they create their own choreography for these songs. And it was so much fun. It was the greatest thing ever. We got pulled into it. It was awesome to watch. We loved it. So
we did film a little bit of it when we weren't dancing. So we have a couple video clips here that you can enjoy. So after enjoying that dance party and participating in the dance party, we sat down and finished our brownie sundae that we had, which was delicious and exactly what we wanted.
It was.
And then we headed back to our room to wrap up the night, and that is the end of our day. So we will see you tomorrow.
For Are You With the Ears?